We are now talking to Vanderbilt defensive tackle recruit, Terion Sugick. What's up, Terion?
How you doing? How you guys doing?
We are good, man. I'm a little tired. It's been a long, long day. A lot of crazy things that are going on in the world, especially with the NFL. Very excited to get you on. How are you and your family doing with this pandemic?
Actually, my family, we all doing good. Staying safe. Everybody's staying away from a bunch of people. Making sure we got our masks and gloves on. Staying healthy.
Well, if you have to sit next to this guy the whole time, I don't know if I'm going to stay healthy, man. Look at this guy. I mean, look at this guy with the beard. I mean, there's probably fungus growing in that beard of his, man. I mean, I like your beard. It's nice and precise. I like it. So let me ask you a question. Why Vanderbilt? What made you decide, out of all the schools that were recruiting you, why Vanderbilt?
Me, I chose Vanderbilt. It basically had everything to do with relationships. I mean, even though I committed to Virginia, UVA earlier, the Vanderbilt coaching staff still checked up on me, my family. They didn't just talk about football. They talked about school. How was I doing at home? I live in a probably dangerous area. They always called me, check up. They always treated me like a high commodity to their program. They never, talked down about me. It's been that a couple of times, but they never did that.
SEC football culture is always known as one of the best. It's like a religion down there with college football, and you're entering a big city in Nashville that has a great culture in itself. What are you most looking forward to the Nashville culture and the SEC culture that you will be playing in when you go to Vanderbilt?
Me, I'm looking forward to the connections. The connections being marketed, and then having the chance to play in the biggest conference in college football. SEC is the highest right now. That's where all the best players come out of. Trying to be the next best D tackle that come from their conference at Vanderbilt. Do I do it somewhere else when I can make my name for myself at Vanderbilt while fostering a great education and getting a job for the future?
As you guys know, we are talking to Vanderbilt defensive tackle recruit Terion Sugick. Now, Terion, defensive tackle is a very interesting position. A lot of people forget how important the position is, especially for the run stopping and in the middle of the field, because as a defensive tackle, you clog up the middle. We've seen defensive tackles like Aaron Donald and some of these guys like Poe, good run stopping defensive players and pass rushing players. When you look at your talent and your strengths, what is your strengths of your position? Are you a good pass rusher? Are you a good run stopper? Are you good at both?
Me, actually, my contact, my size, my stature, I actually can do both. I'm good in the run game, and I got a huge arsenal of pass rush moves. So, it's never a problem. I can play. That's what gives me the up hand on most players. Coaches don't have to take me out of the game. I can do run, and I can pass. I can go get the quarterback for him.
I noticed when we were getting you on the video, you typed in the word tank into your name. Where did you get that nickname? What's the origin?
Actually, I got that nickname from my dad. I think he's watching right now, I think he gave me that name. And then ever since, everybody's been calling me it, from teachers all the way to coaches, college coaches. Nobody really called me by my real name. They call me Tank. That's what I go by.
Well, I'll tell you this. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I give a lot of our recruits a nickname. I have a perfect nickname for you, and I love it. And I just gave Bradley the Freak. I'm going to give you one, okay? We're going to call you Terion Big Mac Sugick. What do you think about that?
That's a good name.
I like Big Mac. I like the Big Mac. You know what I mean? I love my Big Mac, so who doesn't like a Big Mac? And by the way, you're a Big Mac daddy, man. Come on. Look at you. I'm telling you, Dad, if Dad's watching right now, how about instead of calling him Tank, call him Big Mac? I like it. I love it.
Nah, I think I'm going to stay with Tank.
It gives us something for Errol to pronounce, so he doesn't have to pronounce your first name.
That's true.
Terion. So I'll pronounce your first name. So Terion, we look at the NFL, at the NFL level, the defensive tackle position has become a lot more valuable. We were talking about this with Marcus. Analytically speaking, a lot of the top-graded defensive tackles are more valuable to their teams than even some of the defensive ends. Could you see this kind of trend take over the NFL, where you see that kind of thing where defensive tackles, interior defensive linemen become just as valuable, if not more valuable, than an edge rusher?
Actually, yes, because D tackles, they got the size to play inside. And there's a lot of D tackles that have pass rush moves. They pass rush better than D ends. Like, for instance, Aaron Donald, he's a great pass rusher, and he's great in the run game. I mean, you could take him any day. You could put him anywhere. D tackle, D end. Like, it's a couple people. And Calais Campbell, he's another one. He plays inside, also play outside, got a good pass rush move. I mean, I think these next couple of years going to be a lot of D tackles coming out, more than defensive ends, because with my class and classes after me, it's a bunch of D tackles, straight studs they can do everything.
As you guys know, we are talking to Vanderbilt defensive tackle recruit Terion Sugick. Is that better for you,
There you
Speedy?
go.
Is that good for you?
Yes,
I mean, Terion, I'm very bad with names, so I'm sorry. I apologize. We've had professional hockey players on this show, and I'll tell you right now, to sound out their name and keep announcing them or giving them a description on what we're conversating with them about, it's very, very hard for me. So I'm sorry. I apologize to you. So I will not get it wrong this time. Anyways, looking at your game and what NCAA and the way the game is, the speed of the game, and you're looking, and I asked Marcus Bradley this, and I'm going to ask you this. You play the same position. When you play high school ball, you're playing guys that you're bigger and stronger than. You'll eventually play a guy that's 300 pounds or 360 pounds and is a big guy that you have to worry about. But you don't have to play 5 strong, beastly guys on an SEC team. What is it going to be? How is it going to be different for you playing against guys that are the same size as you or just as talented as you are in the SEC?
Me, actually, I'm phenomenal in the weight room. My dad been training me since I've been about 11. I mean, I'm good. I mean, I got the speed. I got the strength. I mean, of course, it's going to be grown, man. I'm coming in by 18. I got a lot of developing to do, but I promise you, nobody going to bully me around. I can lift the whole weight room.
Oh, really? How much could you bench? I want to hear this.
My max bench right now is 405.
Oh. Well, yeah, Marcus Bradley could bench 300, so you could bench more than him. So you got 100 pounds on him.
Yes, sir.
I think the most I've ever benched was 365. So you got me beat, man. You got me beat, and you're a lot younger than me. So I'm afraid that I might drop that weight on my neck and kill myself. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to try that. So, Terion, I'm going to stay away from that. Anyways, Speedy, go ahead.
So we were talking about the SEC and how talented the offensive lines are just in general, and all the teams in general are very good in the SEC. Is there one particular powerhouse opponent you are looking forward to playing the most, and why?
I'm looking forward to playing actually LSU. I mean, that's one of the best programs right now. I think it'd be good me go down there, make a name for myself, get about 2 sacks against them, playing against Cardell Thomas, one of these big linemen. Showing everybody I can do everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, so a lot of doubters, like, I've been doubted plenty of times, but I always prove them wrong in the end. So one team I can't wait to play actually is LSU.
Well, I'll tell you this. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of LSU just as much as I'm a big fan of Alabama and Clemson. So I want to see you just pour all over them. I want you to kill them at the line of scrimmage, man. And then when you tackle the hell out of them and you're on top of them, I want you to just give me a shout out. Just scream to the air and give me that roar that you have, my tank right over here, Anyways, but when you look at the style of game that you got, Aaron Donald, you see all these great defensive tackles coming to the league, Quinn Williams, and just all the different guys that we've seen come into the league and really dominate the SEC, dominate college football. When you look at the style of game that you have, the ability that you have, the strength that you have, the speed that you have as a defensive tackle, do you see your game fitting the NFL style of game?
Me, yes. That's what I'm working for. That's been a dream. I mean, I've been working on my craft probably since I started playing D-line. I actually only been playing D-line just going on my 4th year playing defensive line. I mean, I learned a lot, and I'm getting better every year. So, I mean, I see myself playing in that field in a couple of years. I see myself being a high pick. That's my goal right now. That's my main focus, school, and then achieving my dream.
With a lot of exotic type offenses now taking over the NFL and obviously have been in college football forever, does that impact the way that coaches tell you to play the position? Is it more evolved than just run stuffer now or nose tackle traditional? Do your coaches have you do different things, even the ones you've contacted so far from Vanderbilt and even just growing up, because of the way the offensive styles have changed?
Actually, the coaches at Vanderbilt, they see me playing a 3 technique in a 4-man front, 3-man front. They see me playing a 4-eye. They say I can play anything I want. They want to put me in each position. They don't limit their players. That's another upside why I chose Vanderbilt. They don't restrict me. They let me do what I do. So when a recruiter from the NFL comes, he can't just say, "Oh, I'm biased. I'm doing one position." He can say, "Oh, he's good at nose tackle. He's good at 3 technique. Oh, we can even use him at end." That just gives me the upside. Even right now in my high school, I play mainly the 3 technique, but my coach throw me in there at end, throw me in there at 1 technique. He just do a lot of things like to get me ready for the next level because we always talked about being versatile.
As you guys know, we are talking to Vanderbilt defensive tackle recruit Terion Sugick. Now, Terion, you say you have a story. Tell the fans a little bit about you on the way you grew up. I mean, obviously, your parents being a very big part of your growth as a football player and as a student. Tell us a little bit about your background and how you got to where you are today.
I grew up in a split household. I spent time with both of my parents. Basically, a split household when you spend time at both houses. My dad, he actually got me where I'm at today with my skills, put me in the best situations possible. Most parents don't do that. My dad made sure everything was straight, made sure I was going to have the opportunity to go to the next level and play for free. Because where I come from, we don't got money to pay for college, so it's either you got to go get it in sports and just use your talent to get your degree. My mom, on the other hand, I live with her, but I go back and forth. My mom, so many things she do. She makes sure I'm straight. I spend most of my time with my dad though, like in the weight room, because he's a coach on my team too. He's a strength and conditioning coach. I spend most time with him working out, just chilling. I got 2 younger brothers. One that's about to enter high school this year, 14. Then I got a 3-year-old brother, so they look up to me. So I gotta keep going hard. Don't let them see me down, because if they see me down, then they're not going to have anybody to look up to. So me, and I've been doubted almost my whole life. Like, I had people tell me, "Oh, you're not gonna go D1 because of this, because of that. You're not that good." But that just fueled me to work harder. Me and my dad work out. He teaches me some things. I do it. It worked. I'm just thankful for them to actually being there, like being my financial support, like just being everything like to me. Like they never left me by myself. I ain't had nobody to depend on. It's always been my parents, my dad and my mom, all the way.
Terion, I will tell you this. Everybody doubts people that are in positions that they can't get, they think that they can't get themselves into a bigger position in their career. I was a hockey player. Before I hurt my knee, I was being scouted. I played for Team USA hockey when I was 15 years old, playing with 18-year-olds, 17-year-olds playing junior A hockey. And before I hurt my knee, I had my choice between 3 of the top recruiting colleges in the country, from New Hampshire to Maine to even Niagara University. And I chose a school which I shouldn't have chose, where it affected my scholarship when I hurt my knee. And I'm sitting here right now. But a lot of people told me years and years ago when we started doing our radio station that I was never going to be able to bring our network to an FM dial here in Long Island, New York, because it's the biggest media place in the country. And this past year, I proved them wrong. And I love proving people wrong, because if there's any doubters out there, people that say that you can't do something, boy, oh boy, if you put your heart into it, you put your work into it, you can do anything you put your mind to. So I envy you. I respect you for that. And I want you to get your dream. And by the way, when you get your dream, hopefully you're a defensive tackle for my New York Jets, because we need all the help we can get over there at that line. Let me tell you.